Ask one of the team from Ubisoft about Assassin's Creed, one of the big titles, one of my favorite titles this generation. So can you tell us about Assassin's Creed 3? What will it offer about the other games? I mean, will it be better?
Well, I mean, I haven't had a chance to see anything else yet. I've been doing this booth for 3 days straight, but what Assassin's Creed has to offer that might draw people in is just the sheer scale of it. Assassin's Creed 3 is a massive game. It's the biggest Assassin's Creed we've ever made. We have actually 4 demos here at E3. We've got Boston, we've got the Frontier, we've got our new naval battle, and we have multiplayer. So we're really trying to showcase the scope of this thing. And I think that, coupled with the quintessential Assassin's Creed story that people will come to the brand for, are really going to be a great draw for gamers.
How did you choose the settings for the American Liberation time? You had a lot of things. You would have chosen the Japanese time or something else, but you chose the American. What is the motive about it?
Yeah, I mean, when we were starting this project, we explored all the options. We read about on the forum what fans wanted, and for us, it was a bunch of reasons. One of them being, we wanted our assassin not to be just a reskin. We wanted it to be brand new in what he's good at, how he feels, and where he's most comfortable. And for us, the natural progression in that was natural environments, forests, frontier. And the colonial frontier of that era was perfect. It was a perfect stage to try and create that kind of assassin. And on top of that, what's being talked about during the American Revolution, tyranny and oppression, control versus freedom, that stuff is synonymous with the Assassins and Templar story. So it was a perfect stage again to tell an interesting story within the context of Assassin's Creed. So all this stuff together was that's the place to go. It's the best place. And I think people, once they start to meet these people like George Washington, Benjamin Franklin, experience the battles, experience the history, they're going to understand why we were so inspired by it.
So how about the Vita version? What are the connections between the two games, the Vita version with the PS3 version?
I actually don't know much about the Vita version. They're working on a different team altogether. I know we have a great new female assassin, which is really cool. I'm excited about that. I think that's something that's really fresh, for a new, different kind of assassin, and the same idea with Connor, and that's awesome. But as far as getting more info on that, I want to talk to one of those guys because they work on that game and they'll give you everything you need to know.
Okay, so the game is coming on the PS3, the Xbox, and the new console, the Wii U.
Yes.
What does the Wii U console offer as an addition to the other consoles?
It has some Wii U specific features that are played with the controller. Like you have your mini map always open. You can manage your weapons among other things. So it definitely has its own feel. But it's Assassin's Creed 3. It's the same game. We just we've integrated what we could in there.
Okay, so which version do you suggest playing?
I think whatever you're most comfortable with, you know what I mean? Everyone has their preferences, and I don't think anybody playing on any console is going to lose out. I think they all have their strengths, and whatever you got in your house, that's the one you got to play it on.
Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you very much. Cheers.